If you've been trying to build an online business but you haven't gotten the results that you want yet, it's not your fault. You've been overwhelmed with so much conflicting information from people saying stuff like to do faceless YouTube, and then over here people are saying to sell cheap digital products, and then people are saying to build communities, then other people are saying to do AI automation. But you're looking for resources on what is the best business model that's working right now instead of going to the source and finding the business that is meant for you to where you're making peaceful profits within your actual purpose. Never once in my life have I ever prayed to God for more money, but I used to pray daily for opportunity. And I've been through the lowest of lows. I mean, at the lowest point, I couldn't even afford a $5 hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars. I literally had to go into debt to get a $5 pizza. And I went from that to making my first 7 figures online in about 18 months. And that's because I went to the source and I started to see what God was actually doing for me when I was in those low points where I wasn't thinking that none of that stuff was working for me. And it's impossible for work not to work. If something's not currently working for you, then it's working on you and it's turning you into the person that you need to be for it to work forward. And it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break this down. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you may just miss out on your blessing like I almost did, because it was standing right smack dab in front of my face each and every single day. But until I had elevated to a certain level of consciousness, I couldn't see what God was doing for me in real time. Now, when I say that I've been through those lows of lows and how I've had some very dark moments, I've never been to the point where I wanted to do any harm to myself. But I do remember many nights where I was like, man, it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't wake up tomorrow. And it sucks to dang, I'm getting emotional already. It sucks to be there and to feel lost. And the reason why I felt lost was because I was looking for resources outside of myself instead of actually looking to the source. Now, I don't know what you believe in. I'm not a preacher. This isn't anything about religion or anything like that. But I do believe that you have to believe in something bigger than yourself in order to be successful as an entrepreneur, because you will quit on yourself. Think about how many times you've said that you're going to do something and you quit because you are the only thing that you're leaning on. And I just know me, I have to lean on God. So what do you call it? God, the universe, whatever your belief system is. I truly do believe that the ultimate creator has blessed us with the power of creation to architect and design whatever life that we want to create for ourselves. God is the ultimate creator, and he has made us the creators on this planet Earth, on this side of the dimension, in this reality. And God is within us, and we have to look inside first before we look outside. So, look, we have to look within. So many people are chasing the trends, and they're always looking at how to make money online videos and thinking, what is the new trendy thing that's going to make me some quick, fast cash or some passive income, when that's not the case. It's not going to be AI apps, faceless channel, Etsy, PDFs, and cheap digital products, drop shipping, AI agents, AI automation. All of that stuff is just going to be trends. And the thing about trends is that it's here today, gone tomorrow. What you want is some longevity. So you don't want to build a business around hype. You want to build a business around your skills. And that's what I had to come to the realization to. All of those problems that I was going through, when I was just like, man, Why does all this bad stuff keep on happening to me? God, please just grant me with an opportunity. I'm not asking you for any money. I'm not asking you for cash. I'm not asking you for millions. All that I want is an opportunity. Well, what I later came to realize was that God was actually placing opportunities in front of me every single day. But when I was in my old woe is me low point, I couldn't see it because people simply just pay. Money is made in paying for solutions to problems. So God was actually blessing me on a day-to-day basis because he was giving me so many problems. And if I actually just focused on seeing the problems and focused on, instead of seeing the problems, let me think of a solution to this, because God wouldn't place anything on my shoulders that I'm not able to bear. He's blessing me with these problems to whereas I can figure it out and then I can help somebody else with the solution that I have, right? It's just like if there's a tree and if somebody wants to have a shit, God is going to give you that tree there. He's giving you all the tools. Well, now I have to have the vision in order to see the shit. Then I have to actually take the action to use my tools or create the tools from all the resources that God has granted me, because God is an abundance God and we live in an abundant world. I have the resources to take that tree with my vision of the shit. I gotta chop down that tree. I gotta carve that tree. I gotta polish the wood and whatnot. And now I have my actual shit. So many people are always looking at the problems as problems instead of seeing that that problem is actually a blessing that they can monetize if they simply just come up with a solution for it. And then they can sell that solution to other people that have that problem. So I started to think, what are the actual skills that I have? And a lot of the skills that I realized that I had, I did not see them as skills until I actually just got to this level of consciousness to where it just all smack dab hit me one day. Think about this. Everybody can answer yes to both of these questions. I haven't came across somebody that said no to these two yet. If you can answer yes to these two questions, you have a 6 to 7 figure business and probably even beyond within you currently. Has anybody ever asked you how to do anything? I don't care what it is. And have you ever seen anybody else getting paid for that same exact thing that people have asked you for help with? I guarantee the answer is yes to that. It can be anything, right? Also, what comes easy to you that comes harder for others? So I was thinking about my actual skills. What had people hired me for jobs for? Well, I don't have that much job experience. I only have like 2.5 years of real life job experience before I fired my job April 1st, 2016, before ever making a dollar for myself as an entrepreneur. Well, my first job, I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. It was a sales job. And I got trophies every single month for being one of the top salespersons in one of the largest US cities in the country. Okay, I can sell, but it's also a retail business, right? Enterprise Rent-A-Car is basically retail. I'm talking to people each and every single day. Well, people are comfortable and then they trusted me in order to sell them whatever other products that Enterprise was trying to get me to sell to these people. Okay, communication skills. I reached out to people within my circle, my parents, my friends, my cousins, my loved ones. Asked them, what do you think I'm good at? They were all saying certain things as far as communication. You're easy to talk to. You make me laugh. When I have problems, you make me feel comfortable talking to. You have a high emotional IQ. Didn't know that that was a skill set, right? Outside of that, I was an athlete in a former life. I played Division I college basketball. I always thought that I was good at basketball and I was an athlete, but there's certain things that helped me in entrepreneurship as well. Because in basketball, you have to push yourself to the limits to do things to whereas your body doesn't feel like it can anymore, but you have to have the mental fortitude to kick through that and get through another level. I have a strong mindset, right? I started thinking about what were the skills that I actually had and then what knowledge did I actually have. At the time when I hit my all-time low, I fired my job April 1st, 2016. The first business that I got started in was a small niche in real estate called wholesaling. I hadn't gotten the most successful at it, but I had gotten to a place to where I could survive, right? I was making a few thousand per month. I could pay my bills and had a little extra left over uh, to build up my savings. When I got to that all-time low, I thought that I was going to transition to another height and start to flip these properties. That's when I lost everything, and some people had really taken advantage of me, right? But from my experience, that created my first online offer, which was an ebook, right? I was thinking that who could I help? And I used to suffer from what a lot of people suffer from online also. They think that they have to be this super Mensa guru level of an expert before they can monetize their intellectual property. But in actuality, if I'm sitting here and I'm at a 3, I can help people that are a 2 and a 1. If I'm at a 5, I can help people that haven't gotten to a 5 yet. Same thing goes with each actual level, right? So even though I hadn't became super rich in this, well, if I knew how to feed myself to whereas I didn't have a 9 to 5 job, there were other people that wanted to learn how to acquire that skill from my knowledge and my lived experience. Well, guess what? I packaged that up in a digital product and I sold it. My first month, I made a little over $19,000. That's what opened my eyes to everything. I was like, whoa, if all that I do is focus on solving problems for my former self, then I can sell that solution packaged in a digital product to other people that are going through those similar real life situations or that wants to acquire the actual skill and knowledge from my personal lived through experiences. That's what changed everything for me. And when you realize this, then you realize that every new, shiny, trendy thing that pops across, like every new business model, you realize that it's not the new business model that makes the money. It's not the new trendy thing that makes the money. It is always going to be the same. People always want to solve a problem and they will buy the solution. People that always talk about whatever the trendy thing is, if you look at their history, they just jump from new trendy thing to new trendy thing to new trendy thing because they have made their business model selling the trendy thing. But if you want to have longevity, like I've been a full-time entrepreneur since April 1st, 2016, 10 years now at the time of me recording this video. If you want to have longevity, you want to focus on the same thing, but you'll change your positioning over time. The game is always the same. The models may change, and you're getting so sidetracked by getting so much conflicting information from different people that are making the foundational thing look different because they're packaging it different. It's simply just solutions and it's problems. And if you can package that solution in a vehicle of a digital product, that's what's going to make your money. But you have to look within yourself and think about what are the things that you have been through? What are the things that you've experienced? And start from that foundation. And if you don't have any skills and you don't have any knowledge or you don't have any lived experience, go get some, just like everything. It roughly takes people about 20 hours to become proficient at anything and any skill, but it typically takes people years to get started on hour 1. You don't need to be consuming all this information. You need to go inward. And then once you go inward first, then you can go outward and go and seek the proper information that will that will be your guide to where it is that you're headed. But when you're just getting information from so many different people about so many different models and so many different shiny things, you end up just being stuck and not taking any movement because you don't know which way to go. Now, with this, like I said, I went inward with God first. And when I had this epiphany, I didn't have AI at the time, but AI, it does exist now. And AI can really, really help you think better. Don't go to AI for the answers. This is something that is really holding people back is that they're thinking that AI is going to give them an answer instead of helping them figure themselves out better and basically have a brain dump session with AI. And this is something that I really fear for humanity in the future also, is that I think that there's going to come a time where people start to worship AI because they're going to be going to AI for the answers when you can't go to AI for answers. AI won't have the answers. God will have them, but AI is not God. But you can use AI for leverage. So things that used to take me a lot of time to do, I can now do in a matter of seconds or minutes, or if I'm having a deep work session, a matter of hours, right? AI can handle the research. AI can help you in content creation. I use AI literally on a day-to-day basis. I'm not anti-AI, but I know that I'm not going to get left behind in this AI world. I don't want to be like those people that didn't adopt the internet, right? Some of my old heads from back home, I was telling them they don't know how to work the internet. And I was like, you not knowing how to work the internet and you not being internet savvy is like not knowing how to read in the 90s. And I don't want to be somebody in the near future that is AI illiterate, that nowadays being AI literate would be like not knowing how to use the internet, just like in the 90s would be like not knowing how to read. I'm not going to get left behind. Don't get left behind. Don't fight this stuff. Use it as a tool that it is implied to actually be, right? Humans have had tools throughout history that help us create, work, and produce faster. That's what AI is, and it can give you leverage. But you need to handle the strategy. You need to handle the relationships, because relationships is big. In this whole online business world, so many people are trying to stay away from people, not realizing that people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. That's simply a relationship. You want to form a relationship with somebody through the screen. So whether you're selling an ebook, a course, building a community, selling some type of software, selling some type of AI bot or something like that, they're all digital products. That's why I was saying no matter what the vehicle is, it's all some type of digital product. The money to be made is in digital products. People that can call it something different, it's all a digital product. Whatever somebody else's motto is, guess what they're selling? Some type of info digital products. But people don't buy information anymore because AI has made information readily available. First the internet did, but AI has just sped up the AI has basically collapsed the time that it takes somebody to acquire some information, right? But people are lost in a sea of information. People pay for transformation, right? So remember that people don't buy information, they buy transformation. And you can deliver them that transformation, which is simply just that desired result or a new identity, in a vehicle of a digital product. But AI, it can do 80 to 90% of the actual work, but you need to focus on what actually matters, which is this side over here, the strategy, the relationship that you're building with somebody through the screen, so you could build the know, like, and trust factor, the sell and selling with actual integrity, and the decisions, right? There's something called the 80-20 principle. We get 80% of our results from 20% of our efforts. But so many people spend time working on the 80% of things that are only going to bring them in the few of their results, instead of really focusing in on the few things that will bring them in the majority of their results. So we can outsource the 80% of things that aren't really going to move the pendulum within our business. We can outsource that type of stuff. And you're living in the best age that it has been in human history to not only accumulate wealth, but to have true leverage for yourself. Because in years past, I used to spend 5 figures per month to what I just outsourced to AI. Simple things like in content creation. I don't need an editor. AI can do it. I don't need a thumbnail designer. AI can do it. I don't need a copywriter. AI can do it. I don't need a funnel builder. AI can do it. I used to pay 5 figures per month for different people in different aspects of just content creation, let alone product creation, funnel building, copywriting, emails, email automations, and all that stuff. We can use that as leverage. But in order to do that, once you go within and find out how you can monetize your own skills, and at the end of this video, I'll give you 4 questions that you can go within first and then ask ChatGPT. And these 4 questions absolutely changed my life and are the foundation to everything that I'm doing in business currently. But you want to find existing demand. So many people's problem is that they think that they have to be original, and you don't. That's what I thought at first. Before I got started as an entrepreneur, when I was a kid, I thought that you had to invent something, right? But nothing's new under the sun. And kind of just like all of the new fancy business models that always pop out on new ways that you can make easy passive income online. In your product creation for your business, you don't have to be original. Find a model that has worked and then add your own unique twist to it, right? We don't need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel already exists. So you want to find existing demand. So don't ask, what do I create? Ask, what is already selling? Find winners, improve on it, and then that's how you make your offer. You don't want to invent, you want to improve, and then you want to profit from the improvements. But how do you find these winners? Look on YouTube. I call this funnel hacking or offer hacking. Find other people that are in your niche, that have a similar niche as you, or that are talking about similar things that you're talking about. See what it is that they're offering. If they're offering it, there's money to be made there. You being you are going to make that unique. Go on Amazon. Is there books written about it? If there's a book written about it, a published book written about it, there's money to be made there. Go in the communities, go into free groups, go to Reddit. There's a website that you can go to outside of that called Answer the Public, answerthepublic.com. On Answer the Public, you can go and you can search all the top questions on the internet about literally anything, and then have it categorized in the who, what, when, where, and how questions that have about prepositions and whatnot, right? You can search Google Trends. But you want to see if there's a demand. If somebody's paying for it, then there's money to be made. And guess what? People are paying for literally everything. I was doing some market research a couple months ago. I came across a community that was helping people hold their breath longer. People were paying for that. I've personally helped some build a 6-figure business teaching people how to breathe. I didn't know that there were a lot of not only mental but bodily ailments that people are having, to whereas breathing fixes it, like anxiety. They have a breathing exercise to help people with anxiety. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of those anxious feelings that they are feeling is a microcosm of how they're breathing during the actual moment. People will pay for that. One of my homegirls back home, I was having this conversation with her. She was saying that she was thinking about her skills. She was like, well, people just call me and ask for advice. Her homegirls literally call her and ask her for advice, whether it be personal advice, job advice, dating advice. They call her and ask her to pray for her or pray with them. I'm like, you ever heard of life coaching? Another one of my homegirls, she knits. She was like, I knit. Why would somebody pay for that? I told her about a time I was in the airport, met some lady in the Delta Lounge. I had a long layover. She built a 7-figure business teaching women how to knit. Susie Homemaker stuff as well. I was like, oh, you ever heard of Martha Stewart? She would have been the first creator billionaire if she didn't get jammed up. People pay for results, people pay for transformation, people pay for new identity, but you don't have to be original. Go out and find existing demand so you have a proof of concept of what it is that you're looking to do. And then with that, we're going to create content. because content is what is going to attract people to us. And people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. We're in the trust economy right now. But you want to position every single video as an offer, and I highly suggest that you make YouTube content. I've built social media audiences to over 100,000 followers. I built TikTok at the time at like 14 or 15,000 followers. The most money that I've spent on ads in a single month is a little over $100,000. I left it all to post on YouTube with no audience because I realized we're in the trust economy and people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. Google also did a study that people need to spend 7 hours of consuming your content before they make a purchasing decision. What better place is there to do that than YouTube? And even if I just go and I look at my YouTube analytics real quick, let's just look at the last 28 days. Load up the last 28 days on my YouTube channel. Again, 18.6 thousand watch hours. It's almost 20,000 hours that somebody has spent, that people have spent with me within the past 28 days. You know how long that would take to accumulate that much watch time with people on short form content? And everybody comes to YouTube to learn how to do literally everything. Even people that want to learn how to grow on Instagram or TikTok, they don't go to Instagram or TikTok to learn that. They come to YouTube to learn that. And even people that want to do faceless content, guess where they come to learn about that? They come to YouTube to learn from somebody with a face about how to do faceless content. Why is that? Because that person knows that we're living in the trust economy and people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. And people wouldn't trust what they have to say about the faceless stuff if they didn't have a face, and they couldn't sell their digital products and their offers about how to do the faceless stuff from their faceless channels. Think about that. The face is what builds the trust to sell the stuff about the faceless. So when you're posting on YouTube, always treat each and every video like an offer. That's what it is. We don't want to sell our stuff. We want to position our digital products as a logical next best step to whatever the content is that they just consumed, and then simply just make an offer. If somebody is going through some type of pain that they want to alleviate, if you simply genuinely offer them help, they will take that help if that pain threshold is high enough. It's not about sales, it's about offering. So most creators, they're just thinking about views, likes, and then they just cross their fingers and hope that they make some money. But if you're thinking like a contentpreneur instead, you're treating each video as an asset that is going to generate leads, which will convert to sales. Views don't pay the bills, buyers do. And with this, you need to follow the audience. Don't think about algorithms. Think about audience, because all that the algorithm does is serve the audience. And the audience is simply just people. So don't ask, what do I want to teach? That's why so many people are struggling. They're asking and they're thinking of stuff that they want to make. Here's the thing that you need to understand about people and just humans in general. People don't care about you. People don't care about what you have to say. They're selfish. They're self-serving first, as they have every single right to be. You have to think about people first. So don't ask and don't think, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to teach? Think, what do they want? What do they want to learn? What are they watching? If you focus on people and make the stuff that people want to make, the algorithm will place you in front of said people. So you look for this in comments. The comments are a great research tool because, for one, you're having a proof of concept that this is content that people want. The comments are information gaps that have not been filled because people are asking questions. Well, you can go in those comments and now you have content ideas, because this is obviously something that the creator did not cover, or else those people wouldn't have those questions, right? That's why I said questions right here. You can go and you can see what's actually trending from other creators, and you can go to creators' channels, whether it be within your niche or outside of your niche, and look at their top performers. You can emulate, not copy, but you can get inspiration from their top performers. Or if something is working in another niche, typically that will work in your niche as well. And you can simply just take some of the things in their packaging or their patterns and apply it to yourself, right? So for example, a video that performed extremely well for me, I got inspiration from a gardening channel. It was talking about these these different type of seeds that will get this type of result or something like that, right? I turned it into these 5 tiny digital products that do whatever my result is. On the video, I saw the pattern of that. It had a number, a specific type of seed, and then a desired result. I put a number, a specific type of digital product, and a desired result. Worked extremely well for me, just like it worked well for the gardening channel, right? But I found a pattern that it worked for somebody else. It was like, oh, that worked psychologically for their audience. That same packaging and that same pattern will probably work psychologically for my audience, right? The algorithm, it follows the people. So don't think algorithm, think people, and make stuff for actual people. And then where the creativity actually kicks in is where you can talk about what you actually want to talk about by giving people what they want as well. I call it hiding the medicine in the candy. A lot of times people don't know what it is that they need, but they know what they want. So if I can package a video in a nice candy wrapper, in the candy of giving them what they want, then once they're here for what they desire, I can actually give them what I know that they need, right? It's just like medicine with a dog. I don't know if you've had a dog before, but my last dog, he wouldn't want to take his medicine if we had to give him some medicine. Well, as soon as I put that in some peanut butter or wrap it up in some ham or something like that, he ate that, he would eat that medicine up, right? But I know what it was that he wanted, but I had to give him what he needed in a wrapper of what it was that he desired. And don't think of sales as sales, think of sales as problem solving. And this is something that I tell people also. I think that you are really, really selfish if you have a solution to a problem and you don't offer it to somebody. And as messed up as it may sound, people's dollar is attached to what it is that they care about. Think about it. Every single dollar that you spend it on something that you care about. And a lot of times, people that don't pay attention. So I'm not saying that you can't give out stuff for free. I give out stuff for free nonstop on my YouTube channel. My free content is like community service content. And people do get results from my free content. But typically, people that want a change in their life are willing to invest in that actual solution to their problem. And just think, we have to live, we have to make money. How do we make money? Well, the only way to make money is that you have to sell something. And if you don't have a product to sell, if you don't have a service to sell, then your life is what you're selling. A lot of people with jobs don't realize that they're literally selling their life force to the highest bidder for a certain amount of money per hour. It doesn't sound nice when you say that, but in actuality, that's what it is. And I made the decision April 1st, 2016 to be mentally unemployable. I'm like, I'm not selling my life per hour anymore. I need to come up with something to whereas I can scale, to whereas I eliminate my time from the amount of income that I make, because money is an abundant resource. If the pandemic didn't show you that, they literally just print it. But my time is a finite resource. I can't get that back. But if my time is attached to the income that I make, then my income is always going to be capped because I only have so much time. But I needed to build a system, and system stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, to whereas I can do the work once, implement it into a system, and that system works nonstop 24/7, 365. And That's how I can make more while working less and actually get my time back, right? But I need to think of sales as problem solving. Remember, that's the only thing that people do buy is solutions to problems. So if you understand the pain, then you can present the solution and then you can deliver the outcome. Stop trying to sell stuff, stop trying to pitch stuff, and start listening and observing people's problems and simply just offer them help with that problem or offer them a solution. One of my superpowers that I'm so thankful for my father because I got this from him. I'm very observant. A lot of things a lot of things my pops taught me growing up, he didn't realize it. And just through conversation that we have on a daily basis, he'd be like, "Man, how you learn that? Man, I'm like, you taught me." He doesn't realize the things that he taught me just from being a 5-year-old and walking into a room and he's like, "Where are the exits?" Yeah, they're here, here, here. If something happens, where are we gonna get out? Oh, why? Look, that guy got his hands in his. If somebody approaches you, they got their hands in your pockets. You need to be on guard. Put your fist up. Don't wait for somebody to hit you, like your mama said. If you feel threat, hit them first. Hit first, ask questions later. Right? Like these certain things I've learned to be slightly kind of paranoid, very observant person, right? But in that, and with him and certain things that my mother had taught me, I didn't realize that I have a high emotional intelligence and I'm very observant as well. So if I'm observing the marketplace and I'm observing what people are actually going through, then I can obsess on coming up with solutions to those problems and then consistently show up on YouTube and show those people that I have obsessed on coming up with a solution to their problem more than they have. And then we built this system around it to whereas you create content only for them, to whereas you're going to generate leads. A percentage of those leads will actually buy your offer. You get that revenue, you rinse and repeat, and you start to finally move within your purpose and you feel good about what you're doing and making money, and you can sleep and rest well and actually feel good about who you see in the mirror and know that you're actually working within God's purpose, within your purpose, through what God has intended you to be from the perceived struggles that you've overcame that God had to lay in your path so you could become somebody that is deserving of everything that you desire. And then it starts to become pretty simple to build a peaceful, profitable business within your purpose. And it's cool. And I thank God for that I've gotten to this point, because I've been lost, not only in life, but especially on this entrepreneurial journey. And it hurt to make it to what you view as a perceived success and then lose everything. I've been broke before, that's one thing. But to be broke and then become what others would think is rich, to be more broke than you were before you even started with nothing, to building it back up. There's a lot of lessons to be learned there. But I had to go through it, and God placed me through it so I could become who it is that I have became now, and that I can help the people like all them that I currently am helping now within my community. And the things that I am currently going through, I just know that it's helping to forge the man that I need to be, to elevate to a higher height. Because everybody, including you and me, we have all maxed out 100% of achieving what we can right now with who we currently are. We have to become something greater. And the be comes before the get. A lot of people think that they're going to get something and then they'll start to do or become something different, when we first have to become something better first. And the only way to become that is to go through certain problems that we have to figure out, that is going to basically harden us and build this callus around us as an entrepreneur, that's going to make us unstoppable. Because without those lessons, if we did get what we desire, we're just going to fumble the bag. And as somebody who thought I fumbled the bag years back, I realized that I didn't. That was just a lesson to build something far greater. And it's always going to be greater later. And if you're serious about building a business within your purpose and turning a micro niche YouTube channel into a digital product sales system, saving yourself time, energy, and money, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community. And I look forward to building with you. And go ahead and check out this video right here for 4 questions that you can ask ChatGPT that will absolutely change your life. These 4 questions changed my life, but at the time, I didn't have AI. I just had conversations with me and God. So have this conversation with God about these 4 questions and then have a brainstorming session with ChatGPT. It's Credit at the Top.